Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Lions going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Play clock winding down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, Francis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now they try the right side here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down. Francis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fighting him off. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Wentz now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. On play action, it's Wentz. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team. Because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to throw. Francis over the middle, complete. It's Holloway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run the counter now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Francis. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 21-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Francis. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Wentz. And he slides to avoid the hit. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Wentz to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Eddie Goldman able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man Hilton. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got room. 30. 10, touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. To throw, it's Wentz. that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. Fights through at the 5. Brief break in the action here. More from the desert after this. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ten yards still left on second down. This is Marshall. And an alley to run. 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Wentz now on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An update from Denver. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Wentz will try again on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before break. Francis. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. K1 short. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Throwing is Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on 2nd down. Francis. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Francis. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Wentz going to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
As they run the counter play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
On 3rd down, Francis. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holloway. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for 8. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Eddie Goldman in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wentz to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw. Francis going right side here, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10. Francis, and this is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a second and just 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Francis. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Keith Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Francis. Throw left side complete. It's Holloway. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Wentz now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 14 yards. On first down, Wentz. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. A spin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
The Lions on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.